So hello everyone, welcome back to the Avis YouTube channel, and I am Navid, one of the data analysts at the Ivy Professional School. And today we have Agnev, and we are going to ask one of a mock interview based on SQL. So are you ready, Agnev?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's start.
So let's start with the questions. Okay, now my first very question is like what type of SQL command do you know, Agnev?
Basically, in SQL, there are five type of comments. The
Mhm.
first of all, the DDL, which stand for Data Definition Language. It is used to
Okay.
define and modify the structure of the database, just like create, alter,
Okay.
truncate, all that stuff. And next is DML, which stand for Data
Mhm.
Manipulation of Language. It is used to access, manipulate, and modify the data of the databases, just like using the update command, the delete, and the insert command. And most used command is select command, which come under the data query language. It is performed to retrieve the data or to select the data from the database. And
Okay.
next comes the DCL, the data control language. It is used to control the user in the database. For example, the grant, revoke, and last of all, it's termed the TCL, transaction control language. It is used to control the flow of transaction in the database, just like commit, set, rollback, that's all.
So apart from these types of SQL command, and you can say what are type of joins, Agni?
Basically, joins are two types, the inner join, the outer join. First of all, the inner join give us the common elements from two tables. In case of outer join, we have three types of outer join. The first of all, the left outer join. It gives the all record from the left hand side table, and the criteria based on the join, it gives the right hand side data. Second, the right outer join, which gives every element from the right hand side table, and from left hand side table, it is based on the join condition. And lastly, the full outer join, which gives all data from the both table. That's all.
O- Okay, so can you tell me what is a distinct statement and how do you use in the MySQL or in SQL language?
Okay. So basically, we use this thing for swipe out or to find the absolute value from the multiple duplicates value. So for using the distinct, what we need to do, we need to use it after the select statement. And then we have to place the column name. That's how we can find only the unique value from the table.
So can tell me one thing, Agni, that what is
Yeah.
null value and how it is different from zero or let's say blank space?
Okay. Null indicates the absence of data for certain cell of a table, where zero is the valid numeric value and empty string is a legal string for zero length.
Okay. And what types of SQL function do you know in SQL?
Okay, for function, we have two types of function, the aggregate function and the scalar function. In case of aggregate function, it works on multiple rows or lines. Basically, it is used to group the data or to summarize the data, and it gives result in a single value. For suppose we have a multiple numbers and we are figuring out the average from that numbers. For that, we use the average function. And if we want to count their multiple number, how many number we have, then we use the count function over there. So this is the first type of the function. Now, secondly, we have a scalar function. Scalar function work on a single value and return also a single value. For example, we have a length function. Length function count the number of string in a particular code or whatever is given, or it also count the blank space over there. Also, the mid function, it is used to extract a substring from a string. These are the example of the scalar function.
All right. So Now you have come to this so far. So what is a view and why we use it so heavily in nowadays? And can we create view based on another view?
Okay. First of all, what is view? View is the virtual table for us. It is a subset of data retrieving from one or multiple table in a database. View take very little space and it is a simplify the complex query into one and also take limited and also give limited access to the user. That's why it is a very important thing in from the perspective of security. And when it is come for creating view on another view, definitely we can do that. But however, we should avoid that because of nesting multiple view, the code become very complex and it is very difficult. It is very becoming very difficult for the debug also.
Okay. Okay. Now, what is the difference between the renaming a column or giving an alias to it?
Okay, renaming column is a permanent thing we need to do over the database. It is actually changing the original name in the table. But in case of alias, it is just giving a temporary name for the output for the outcome of the SQL query. It is only showing in the output, not altering the name or changing the name in the database.
Okay. So what is subquery?
Yeah. So when you
I know
are
it's going to be an easy question, but still, what is a subquery?
subquery is not an easy thing. Subquery is the very important thing over there
Hmm.
because it is consists of the very important topics that is uh, correlating the queries. In case of subquery, we are running multiple query in one. How it is possible? First, the inner query, which execute first, and from the inner query, what we have the answer that is used in the outer query. So it is very much important from the perspective of correlated relationship building.
Okay. So you are saying the inside a query in the query.
Yeah, right.
Okay. Now, what's the difference between the nested and correlated subquery?
Okay, the thing what I am telling right now. In case of correlated subquery, the the outcome or the result of inner query which is needed for the outer query to execute. But in case of nested query, the correlation between the inner query and outer query very limited. The resulting set of inner query is not differing the answer of the outer query. That's the main difference over there.
Okay. So that's all for today. I hope you guys like the video. For more such thing videos, comment down below in the comment box which more mock interview you want to do. See you in the next video. Uh, Bye everyone.